President Obama in a capsule is not in charge of what happens to the people on this planet. He's not even in charge of himself because he doesn't know what's going to happen to him. He's guessing, like we're all guessing if you are a person who is classified as non-white. You're guessing every minute of every day. You're not very sure of anything. Why? Because you're not in control of anything. How would he know? That would be the question. Everything starts with a question when it comes to problem solving. Does he know? And if he does know, how did he find out? Well, last time I heard, any president, anybody who's presiding over a position that people say is a world position, you sometimes, or I guess all the time, unless you are some type of seance or some type of magician that the world has never seen, you depend on people to tell you things. So if you're sitting behind a desk on a golf course, on an airplane, and you have contact with people, and people will bring you information. Sometimes people tell you things that are not true. And most times, if someone has something against you, they don't tell you anything at all if you're supposed to be running things. Mm-hmm. Because you run things based on what people tell you. So a lot of times people will come to you and tell you things that are absolutely false. And then later on say, you must have understood what I told you. Or people will come to you and say, I don't have any information, when they do have information. People will deceive. People will say things that are not true. And when anything is said to one person, to another person, anywhere on this planet that is not true, and it is some consequence that has to do with an impact on people, it means you're going to have a problem. And the result is, when a lot of things that are said that are not true, that means you have, by logic, a lot of problems. The more things that are said that are not true, the more problems one has. And these problems make, if one person has these problems will spread to other people. And then the other people who didn't have these problems will have these problems, because deception is a problem maker. Fooling people is one thing that in the system of white supremacy is guaranteed to make problems.